In this video, we will be talking about feet. Not human feet though, unfortunately for some people. Specifically, we will be talking about the type of footwear worn by orcs in Middle-earth Shadow of War. It is surprising how much a person's choice of footwear tells a whole story of their job, wealth, and status. In Shadow of War, the footwear situation can be organized into 3 categories: barefoot, common footwear, and custom made. So let's talk about the first one, barefoot. You would think being barefoot implies poverty or low status, but it's actually a result of size. Orcs are the orcs that fall into this category. Orcs are massive orcs, and so finding material for shoes is a difficult task in Mordor, where almost every activity is geared towards the war effort. Everything must have war efficiency. Despite not having any footwear, orcs mostly have armor around their ankles and shins. It is very rare to see orcs with footwear, but that doesn't mean there are not unique ones. I have encountered a high-level orc with some kind of footwear. This was because they were from the Slaughter tribe, and the shoes looked like they were probably made from the skin of some enemy that they killed themselves. So it is incredibly rare for orcs to have footwear, but not impossible. Most orcs, however, are not orcs. They wear what is essentially Mordor's standard issue military boot. That brings us to our next category, common footwear. This is what the majority of orcs in Shadow of War wear. It is the basic mass-produced footwear that fits into the war economy of Mordor. It is like if you combined high boots with sandals. It is similar to the Caliga of ancient Rome in some ways. The orc version is specifically attuned and designed for orcs. It has an open toe front, and then the rest of the boot wraps around the foot of the soldier. Since it is the most popular footwear worn by the orcs, we can assume that the cost of production is not high, and the method of production is something that does not require specific advanced tools. As a matter of fact, it must be so cheap that even slaves in the game have them. For the design, my theory is that the open-toed nature is to provide air circulation to reduce heat generated in the feet from continuous marching, like the Romans. Hence, all the grunts and the unimportant regular orcs wear these. The boot part then serves as a protection, no matter how limited it looks. Overall, this is a solid design. It is inexpensive and can be mass-produced easily. Finally, we move on to the big dog, custom-made shoes. All high-level orcs, like captains, war chiefs, and overlords, have custom-made shoes based on their traits and personalities. It is not custom in the sense that every one of them has boots that are different from everyone else, but the boots come from a selection of custom designs. They do not wear the common footwear of the other orcs, and even in the case that the design is similar, theirs have custom upgraded parts. This signifies the status and strength of the particular orc. These footwear are top of the line, and not all orcs in Mordor have access to them. My guess is that they are probably obtained as trophies of war from other races such as elves, humans, or dwarves. They could also be objects these orcs found going through rubble. So now we have an idea of the footwear situation in Mordor. As ridiculous as it sounds, an orc's shoes tell you almost everything about them. Their rank, their wealth, whether they're expendable, and sometimes even their personality. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing. If you did not, then I apologize. Have a great day.